We are bursting at the seams here in spring of 2022. We see over 300 families come on a typical Wednesday. Every week we're seeing 500 families, over 1,600 families a month. That represents over 6,000 individuals. In 2020 and 2021, we did $3 million of food relief. In 2022, we're set it up to exceed that. And we are not just doing that, but we're also reaching the poorest of the poor. We want to be known as people that feed you and pray for you. In 2021, we saw over 300 people make first-time commitments and well over 1,000 individuals receive prayer. Now, the poorest of the poor are coming right to our doorstep. A third of our recipients come on foot. That means they don't have transportation. If you're carrying 100 pounds of groceries home, you would rather take that in a car from a block away, but the reality is many of these individuals do not have that. They do not get assistance checks. They do not get any type of COVID stimulus. We are starting new programs this year specifically for that people group and doing pop-ups in neighborhoods all around the Lake Street communities, as well as we're shuttling people home that don't have cars. And we're also doing a healthy meal program to allow individuals that are living off of food stamps and food shelf to know how to make that in a healthy way. So now we're in the decade of rebuilding Minneapolis. Neighborhoods that get hit with what we got in 2020 do not recover. And right now, crime and violence remain at record highs. We have the lowest officers per capita in the world, and we're still recovering from a pandemic. So the natural trend is just to let it fall into darkness. But we have not given up hope. In fact, our heart is that we bring hope and opportunity to the families, to the immigrants, to the youth, to those in addictions, to those who are homeless, for those who are trying to recover. So join us in the rebuild, in the recovery, in the rehabilitation of Minneapolis. Remember Minneapolis, and don't forget the poorest of the poor.